Coming up on today's edition of Teesside News.
Frozen tourists rescued from Mont Blanc cable car.
The latest Bourne film is released.
GB take medal total to 56 after 8 golds on day 4 of the Rio Paralympics.
And we take a look at some rather talented surfing dogs. At least 33 tourists who spent a cold Thursday night trapped in several cable cars high above the French Alps have been rescued, officials say.
The tourists were suspended above the glaciers of Mont Blanc at an altitude of about 3,800 metres after the wires carrying the cars became tangled.
There were among 110 people initially trapped when the cable cars ground to a halt on Thursday afternoon. The cars are believed to have stopped after cables tangled in high winds.
Those trapped overnight were freed on Friday after rescuers managed to restart the cars by relaxing the tension of the tangled cables.
The new film Jason Bourne reunites Matt Damon and director Paul Greengrass after nearly a decade, but can they recreate the old magic?
Since we last saw him, Bourne has been living off the grid as a bare-knuckle boxer. It's disappointing that he hasn't made more use of his phenomenal skills, but the idea is that he's traumatised by his time as a brainwashed Black Ops killer. Let's take a look.
I know who I am.
When we are finished with you, you'll no longer be yourself.
I remember. Tell me.
We've just been hacked. Could be worse than Snowden.
Facial recognition got a hit.
Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne.
Why would he come back now?
Isn't it a bit ridiculous that the CIA has spent 14 years searching for Bourne and still can't find him? How does Bourne compare with the other super spies like James Bond?
Well, firstly, I lost my phone a couple of days ago, and I've spent a long time looking for it too, but I'm not the CIA. Regarding Bourne versus Bond, I would say that I like neither. I think Inspector Gadget is the one who truly holds the mantle of a super spy.
Thanks for coming on the show, and now let's see what the public think about the two of our favourite spies.
I mean, I'm going to say James Bond because that's the only one that I've seen, but yeah.
Yeah, same for me, James Bond, just because he's a lot cooler. You know what I mean?
I believe Jason Bourne, I think it's more for the modern, it's more in tune with the modern age. And, you know, and the problems of state and espionage and digital warfare and stuff like that for the modern age. I think it's, James Bourne is more like the, what do you call it, conventional spy. And this is for the modern, and Jason Bourne is for the modern age.
I've never really been interested in spy films. I think the plots are a bit silly, and I'm just not that huge a fan of that type of action film.
Now, with the latest headlines, let's go over to see what Matty in the newsroom.
So here in the studio today we're looking at a couple of headlines. So first off we have The Hungry Hippos. Its headline is Channel 4 has its bake-off and cake and eats it. Obviously the BBC recently has gotten rid of the show The Great British Bake Off, and we believe it's going to Channel 4. Now we have, so you have confidence, not anymore. With social media, now research reveals posting hurts. It's obviously linking to the fact that kids nowadays have lower self-esteem because of posters or standards online. Now we go to the mystery to me. Cameron resigns to stop all-out Tory civil war. Obviously, recent news that David Cameron has stepped back from being an MP and is giving it mainly to Theresa May to stop any fights, obviously because of the Brexit result. Finally, we have Will and Kate finally become good parents, obviously linking to the fact that they're taking their kids on holiday, and obviously this person doesn't really like the royals.
Richard Whitehead, Beth Firth and Joe Butterfield won gold as Paralympics GB picked up 21 medals on day 4 of the Rio Games, taking their tally to 56.
Whitehead retained his T42 200 metre title in an impressive 23.39 seconds as a fellow Brit Dave Henson took bronze.
The other gold medal successes came in the afternoon session, courtesy of the rowing and cycling teams.
It set the tone for the thrilling fourth evening, in which Rebecca Redfern also set a new European record in the 100 metre breaststroke, finishing in silver medal position. Let's have a look at some of the highlights.
And they are underway first time. A fantastic start by Richard Whitehead. Already has left Dave Henson behind on the bend. The start's so much better now for Whitehead. He could just about be leading them at the top of the finishing straight. Very much in contention, in fact. Shaquille Vance leads them just, but with 80 to go now, Whitehead hits the front. And when Whitehead hits the front, he never ever loses. Malangu is chasing him down, the South African teenager. Whitehead misses the world record, but he captures the gold medal for the second Paralympic Games in a row.
Great Britain are just 0.5 seconds behind. Into the line, it's going to be really tight. There goes Shirley Gundy, and he motors on. They break their own world record. 48.635, and that sums up the 4 days we've had here in the velodrome. An 8 gold for Paralympics GB.
Everyone thinks the internet is full of stupid cat videos, but what about dogs?
In California, the dog surfing championships have just taken place, with our four-legged friends showing everyone how to look cool on a surfboard.
My name is Jessica Girk. I am the PR manager for Helen Woodward Animal Center, and this is our 7th annual Surf Dog Surfathon. This is the kind of the original surf dog event. We have thousands of people out here, tons of dogs surfing, and so many animal lovers. It's really incredible to see how much we can bond with our animals in all sorts of ways that we never knew we could.
She is the best dog partner ever. We've done surfing together, paragliding, we go mountain biking, she climbs trees with me. We go hiking, she does everything. So she's just a great outdoor adventure loving dog.
Now over to Sam, who is talking to the public about their crazy pets.
We have a neighbourhood cat. It's a neighbour's cat, but it goes around to everybody's house looking for food. And whenever we have a barbecue, it comes around, sits on the patio, and just stares at us until we cut a bit off the burger, put it in his bowl, and he joins in the barbecue with us. So we have a cat who likes barbecue.
I do have a pet myself. I have a little dog, and the craziest thing I've ever seen it do is it's run into a fridge.
I have a Yorkshire Terrier called Pepsi. The craziest thing she's done, but I didn't actually see it, was my granddad left a pack of Mars bars on the table. We went shopping, and by the time we'd come back, Pepsi'd managed to get onto the kitchen table and all the Mars bars were gone.
That's all we have time for on this edition of Teesside News.
Goodbye.